Good afternoon out there, everybody. Alan D9J Sports. Hey, we're right back at it with another show. We've got a good one lined up for you. You know what time it is. There's only 7 days to go until they'll be in the ring. Canelo Alvarez and Terrance Crawford. The mind state of two fighters. What are they thinking right now? That's what we're going to be talking about tonight here on D9J Sports. Sit back. Let's jump right into this thing. Well, ladies and gentlemen, 7 days to go. And it'll be time for Netflix to come on and give us what we're looking for. The mega fight between Terrance Crawford and Canelo Alvarez. And tonight we're going to be discussing the mind state of both fighters. Now we know that there are different sides, two sides opinions. You've got people that are loving Terrance Crawford. I've got my two cousins, Greg and Cedric Colley. They're avid, and I do mean they're definitive about Terrance Crawford not only beating Canelo Alvarez, but Cedric and Greg seems to think that, he's going to knock Canelo out. And then there are other people like me and some other people that I know that feel like Canelo Alvarez is going to be able to get the job done. Well, all the training is pretty much over with, ladies and gentlemen. No more sparring, no more hard work. The mind state of the fighters going into the fight. They've got a whole week to think about it. You know the old saying that the eye in the sky doesn't lie? In most cases, in just about all cases when it pertains to sports, people are talking about football, the eye in the sky. You remember how the coach used to tell you the eye in the sky don't lie when you missed a block, or eye in the sky isn't right when you got pancaked or you didn't throw the pass where it was supposed to go. Well, in this case, the eye in the sky, it is in line, but we're not talking about the eye in the sky. There's one more thing that for sure can tell stories, ladies and gentlemen. Stories that nobody knows about. Nobody. Now, I'm not talking about the man above because he knows everything. But there's one more thing that knows everything. And that's that pillow, ladies and gentlemen, that pillow that you lay your head on. So these two fighters, regardless of what goes on, all of the hype and all of the bravado and all of the build-up, at night, ladies and gentlemen, when they lay their head on that pillow can tell secrets. That pillow knows all about what they're thinking. I want you to be just to think about it. No matter what you've done, good or bad, at night when you lay your head on that pillow knows it all. If pillows could talk, ladies and gentlemen, it would tell you a story about these two fighters that only that pillow would know. But we're going to try to pretend to be the pillow tonight, and we're going to go into the mind state. Let's start off with Terrance Crawford. Being able to adapt to the unexpected. That's what Terrance Crawford is thinking when he's laying his head on his pillow. Being able to adapt to the unexpected. So don't you fool yourself. You hear all the time where people say, no, they boxers in particular, that's what we're talking about, say they don't think about winning. That's a damn lie. About losing, that's a damn lie. Because in everybody's mind, it doesn't matter who you are unless you're a damn robot and you've been programmed that way. There's some part of you. Now, it may be just a little bit, but you do think about what would happen if you lose. And don't you fool yourself. These two fighters are thinking the same thing. And Terrance Crawford is thinking that too. Regardless of what he says in the public, regardless of how much he spars, he knows somewhere in the back of his mind that this could be his demise. Canelo Alvarez could be his kryptonite. He could damn sure be his kryptonite. No matter how many times he lifted weights, no matter how many times he punched the bag, no matter how many times he's done sit-ups and got that six-pack and that incredible frame, somewhere in the back of his mind, he knows, man, he could get beat. And not only get beat, he knows that one mistake and he could get knocked out and embarrassed in front of the whole world. Canelo Alvarez is no different than Terrance Bud Crawford. He's no different somewhere in Canelo Alvarez's mind when he lays his head on that $1 million pillow. That pillow will tell you that Canelo Alvarez is thinking the exact same thing. That throughout everything that's happened to him, no matter who's he been in the ring with, he could lose this fight to Terrance Bud Crawford. He could lose it. And oh yeah, he's probably a little bit of him is thinking, what if Terrance Crawford did knock him out? Just a little bit. But he's definitely thinking about what if he lost? What would it look like if he lost the fight? Now, let's continue to keep this thing rolling, but I'm going to need you to hit the like and subscribe button. Now, let's talk about the unknown. What will Terrance Crawford do? What will Terrance Crawford do? What type of adjustment will he make when he faces the unknown? And what I mean by the unknown, we've saw Terrance Crawford rock one time by Yuriakis Gambo. We've also saw Terrance Crawford give up some pretty good shots, take some pretty good shots, but able to rebound. But there's going to be a hell of a lot of difference taking a big shot from a guy like Canelo Alvarez. Will he have the boxing savvy and enough knowledge when the unexpected happens to cover up? What will he be able to do when a big man like Canelo Alvarez stuns him and continues to pummel on him? Will he be able to adapt to the unexpected? Question yet to be answered, but it'll be answered in about 7 days. Canelo Alvarez, how will he be able to adjust to the unexpected? The unexpected where a guy like Terrance Crawford is steady putting that jab on him, sticking and moving. Oh, and stop yourself, pump the brakes. If you're thinking that it's the Mayweather thing, no, he's no Floyd Money Mayweather, but times have changed. Canelo Alvarez is not a young guy. He's not a young guy. So what would happen in round 6, round 7, and 8 when Terrance Crawford, no matter what he does, he continues to work that jab and stick and move? Will Canelo Alvarez be able to adjust to the unexpected? Oh, if pillows could talk. If pillows could talk. So I'm here to tell you right now, the unexpected is what's going to be the outcome of this fight. I think that Canelo Alvarez will knock Terrance Crawford out. Once again, I will tell you that my two cousins, Cedric and Greg, they seem to think that without a shadow of a doubt, that Terrance Crawford will win. I know that you out there as a fan, you've got your fighter. You've got your fighter, and you definitely want to know, you believe that your fighter is going to win. Well, let's be honest, public. Somebody's going to be wrong. I may be wrong. I can accept being wrong. You may be wrong. Can you accept being wrong? I can also accept the fact that this is what sports is all about. Being able to watch a sporting event and knowing all along that your prediction may be wrong, but just to be able to interact with people about a sport that most of us, if you're a true fan, love, and that's boxing. This fight can resurrect boxing and put it back on the map where it needs to be. We don't need the judges to make no ill-informed counts. We need the judges to do their job the way we expect for them to do as a public. We also need Netflix. Yes, I'm going to say it. We need Netflix to make sure that your reception is great. Because over the past years, every time fights come on Netflix, it starts off good, but it starts to blink out. I'm just saying, telling you public what people don't want to say. We got sick and tired of pay-per-view, but now I can guarantee you right now there are a lot of people that don't have Netflix. So will these numbers be the same? It's yet to be seen. It's yet to be seen. So on my way out, I'm going to tell you this, and I want you to remember this as you watch your football game or whatever today or tomorrow when the NFL kicks off. I want you to remember this. The pinnacle of sports is defined when you got champions on the field, or in the boxing ring, or on the tennis court, or on the basketball court, or in NASCAR, or whatever it may be. At the pinnacle of sports, when you have great champions, like these two great champions, Terrance Crawford and Canelo Alvarez, it's what sports is all about. It's what it's all about. So let's keep it clean. Let's not make it Mexican versus black. Let's just make it champion versus champion. And at the end of the day, let's all pray that both of the fighters go through the fight and come out okay. That's what we need to be praying for. Because there are a lot of times in sports we don't see the greatest get together. But in this case, we're seeing two great champions not afraid to put their legacies on the line. So to you all of you out there, we will continue to monitor this thing down. The train is rolling. We've got only a few days to go. We're about to leave your station. Make sure you hop on. Make sure you hop on. This is Alan with D9J Sports. If you want to listen to the best, come over here. If you don't want to, go to the rest. But make sure, wherever you're tuning in at, that you give appreciation to sports, to boxing, Canelo Alvarez, Terrance Bud Crawford, or Terrance Bud Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez. Somebody is about to get punished if pillows could talk. Alan with D9J Sports. I'm definitely out.